Well, hello. It's time for a little mirror talk. So, let's start off the right way. I'm going to start off being wonderful and great by reminding you, by telling you, by encouraging you, by affirming you, all the things that you are beautiful, that you have value, and you have purpose. Always. We're always going to try and start off that way. Okay? Because the point is to remind you that I think those things about you. I believe those things about you, and I want you to believe them with me. So I want us to get to the point where I'm not just saying you are, where we're saying together, I am beautiful, I have value, and I have purpose. Okay? So that's what we're working on. But today's mirror talk is going to be about mirror of resources. Now, remember the last time we talked, I think I gave you an assignment. You had something to do. And so this time it's going to be kind of the same thing. Okay. And so we're going to talk about mirror of resources. You know what I just realized? Like my microphone is way over there. So who knows if you can hear me or not. But we're just going to carry on because that's what we do here. So, in our mirror of resources, I want to talk about what we normally think of as resources and what we might want to expand our minds to. Because normally, when we think of resources, it's like money or stock, investment, gold, silver, how much you own, land, all of these things. That's what we think of a lot of times when it comes to resources. But one of the main resource that we should always be cognizant of, that we should always be mindful of, that we should always ensure that we have is the resource that's called people. Okay? Humanity. Other human beings. All right? Is a resource that we've been given because we were created for connection and we were created to live in community. So in order to do that, we need to think of each other as resources. Let me give you an example. Okay, I am okay with writing. Like I like writing and I like numbers. Those are two things that I love. Like I love writing. I love numbers. I love Microsoft Word. I love Microsoft Excel. Okay? Those are my things. I love writing in my journal. I love writing notes. People are talking, my mind is going. And then I come back and I may put it in my phone if I don't have paper, which is rare because I usually at least have some post-it notes. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. My point for you is if we're not thinking of people as resources, I'm worried about you. Okay? So remember me, writer, like numbers. Now, I'm not good with science. Now, I can be. I will be when necessary, but it's not the natural thing that I do well. Okay, I have to work at it. And then, like social studies, I probably should remember some things they taught me. I don't. Okay, thank God for GPS. Thank God for, friends that you can call and say, hey, I'm lost. Can you help me? I don't even know where I am. Help me to where I'm trying to go. So, that leads to what I'm thinking about. When there's something I can't do well, okay, let's say I can't do it very well, rather than suffer through the trying to figure it out, learn it, all the things, you know what I do? I call somebody who is good at it. Call, text, email, yell in the next room because I don't know, they're right there. Whatever your case may be. Okay, I find people who are good at those things, and I use them as resources. So when my friends say, hey, can you look this over? You know, make sure the punctuation is good, editing is good, make sure it sounds, has a good flow to it. I got you. All over it. I'm there. Okay. Hey, I need to update my resume. Can you help me out? Yes. Got you. I'm there. Hey, I need to work on a budget and do all the things. Yes. Got you. I'm there. Then you start talking about, hey, we need to go over here. And I'm thinking, I know I've been over there 5 times, and you think that I know where I'm going, but I don't. Okay, I use the GPS, time number one, or where somebody else was driving. And people think like when you ride with people, like you're really paying attention. Some people do. I don't. So I can go somewhere, and then on the way back, they're thinking, okay, you can drive, or you're going to have to tell me how to get there because I don't know. Okay, that's not my thing. So I utilize my resources. Okay? I have friends and acquaintances and coworkers and all kinds of people who are better at something, much better at something than I am. You know what I don't do? I don't sit around being jealous because you're good at so and so. You know what I say? That's going to be a resource for me. So rather than saying, you know, hey, I don't know how to do so and so, but I know so and so does, I'm not mad at so and so. I'm glad because so and so is going to be a resource. Okay? It's kind of like, you know, when I go to church. Guess what? This girl right here can make a joyful noise all day long. Got you. I'm there for the joyful noise. Now, can I sing? Heck no. Nope. But there are people at church who can. And so guess what? I sing along with them, and then it sounds great in my head because I use my resources. Okay? There are people that, you know, you can say a scripture and they, Johnny on spot, know exactly where it is. Like I can call people, I'm like, I can't find the scripture. Here's what it says, blah, 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 blah. And they can say, oh, girl, that's Ephesians, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yes, thank you. No, I'm not mad. There are some scriptures that I do know. But there are some people that I know a whole lot more than me. So, I use my resources. Okay? You may have a great idea. Great. Fantastic. But guess what? You don't always just need money. You also need people. You need someone who is good at the marketing, someone who's good at the social media, someone who's good at the writing, someone who's good at the branding, whatever, someone who's going to be good with the budgeting, someone who's financing, all these things. So you will need people to help you. And so let's not think of resources just as things. Let's think of resources as the people that are around us. And what I want you to consider doing is investing in the resource. Here's what you can't do. Susie Q over there is great at something. Let's just think about, I don't know, either your friendships or work. I'm going to go with work. Susie Q, great at something. Now, I haven't spoken to Susie Q. Barely maybe a wave. I don't talk to her. I don't ask her how she's doing. I don't do any of those things. And then when I need something, now the Susie Q and I are colleagues, like I'm not her boss. I need something. See, I can't just go over there and be saying Susie Q is my resource. No, she's not. Okay, because you have to invest in your resources. All right. So if you have your friends around you that sharpen you and make you a better person, invest in them. Family members, invest in them. Okay, that means spend time with them. Have a conversation. Check on them. See how they're doing. Ask them what you can do for them. See if you can help them with something. That's how you invest in your resources so that the resource, when you need it, is ready to go. Okay? It's kind of like saying, okay, I'm going to buy some stock. And you talk about it. You think about it in your head, but you never put the money with it. So see, you haven't invested. So guess what? The stock, you know, skyrockets and shoots through the roof. Doesn't help you at all because your investment was stuck up here and you didn't do anything. So let's not do that. So what I want you to do, I want you to reflect on the people that are around you, family, friends, loved ones, and see when is the last time you've invested in your resources. Are you using people to help you do what you need to do because they are a great resource to you? Think on that for a little bit, okay? And for some of my younger generation who may be watching this, guess what? You can invest now as a teenager. And if you remain friends with that person like 25 years down the line, your bank account will be so full. Like sometimes you're like, I don't even remember the last time I invested in so and so, but she is always there for me, like my number one from day one. Always. Because you invested so much on the front end. So make sure that you're investing in your resources. Okay? So I'm about to make several videos. So guess what's about to happen? You're going to be like, man, she had that outfit on. Again, nope. I'm making like 2 or 3 of them tonight. So you'll see this outfit several times. So there you go. So anyway, let's end this with I am beautiful. Okay, now if you're not saying it with me, listen, it doesn't work. Because it's just me telling myself, which I mean, I already know these things, so I'm good. Okay, so we're trying to say it together. All right, so it can be in unity. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're starting from the top. I am beautiful. I have value. And I have purpose. All right, until next time. Thanks.